I'm back! Well, kind of. I know I've been gone for 4.5, 5 weeks maybe, and I have so much to share with you guys. So much has happened. So first I'm gonna get a cup of coffee, and then I promise I'll explain everything. What a way to start off the video. Sitting down very slowly and very carefully this time. Take two. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I started this channel to share my half marathon journey. I was training for my very first half marathon, which I should have run over this last weekend. And that didn't happen because I had a pretty brutal injury about 8 weeks ago now. I had shared in my last video that I was starting to experience some knee pain, and a lot of you gave me such great feedback, and I was really hopeful that it was just runner's knee or tendonitis of the quad tendon or something of that nature. And unfortunately it turned out to be something a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I have worked so hard with my doctor over the last 8 weeks. And finally, the good news, I am cleared to lift again. Well, I'm not upset. I'm very proud of the progress that we've made so far, and the fact that I'm back in the gym gives me so much joy because, you guys, it was a struggle to go from working out basically 6 or 7 times a week to absolutely nothing and just being in pain all day, every day. The whole right side of my body from my mid-back all the way down to my foot was just in pain, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'll fill you in more about that, but first I'm gonna get a workout in because guess what? I can get a workout in now, and I just can't believe it sometimes. So let's go get our lift in. All right, so I have some new warm-up movements before I lift. The first one is the PT movement that I've been doing for the last 8 weeks, which is a modified Cobra with a band. It has literally changed my life. It's so insane. The other one, as soon as my PT showed me, I looked at him and I said, that looks like a Pilates move and it's probably going to ruin my existence. Update, it burns so bad, but it's so good for me, and I'm really excited to see how it helps me throughout the rest of my workout, just really warming up the outer hip and the glutes. So I've been technically cleared to lift for about 3 weeks now. Week number 1 was a discovery week, so we figured out what did and did not feel good in my body. And unfortunately, most things lower body related did not feel good in my body whatsoever. Initially, we always start with my knee and then my hip, and then I had to take 2 days off. So discovery week number 1 kind of turned into discovery week number 2. But now week 3 in the gym, I am cleared and pretty much pain-free doing front squats with a barbell. So I am over the moon about that. So we're gonna get our squats in. You'll notice throughout this workout, I'm probably not gonna chitty chat anymore and just get through it, but you'll notice that I'm focusing a lot on my glutes. The glutes are what we think are also contributing to everything because they're just not strong enough. I'm not really recruiting them, for lack of a better word, when I'm doing a lot of my movements. So we're really working on the glute strength right now, and like I said, everything upper body has pretty much been perfectly fine, so we're just doing all the things upper body. So we'll be doing a full body workout today with a glute focus. if you're wondering, but you probably weren't, yes, I am using my husband's powerlifting knee sleeves as my hip thrust pad because that's what we have right now, and I just don't feel the need to buy a pad for the bar. Fall has finally arrived in Texas, so Luna is wearing her bear sweater, which is perfect because tomorrow is Halloween. I am not much of an overnight oats kind of girl. Honestly, even like oatmeal growing up was not an option for me. But recently I found an overnight oats recipe that I am literally obsessed with, and I cannot believe it. It's super simple to make. One serving, I'll put the macros like here or here, wherever it fits. But I've been really trying to focus on higher fiber and higher protein in my diet. They're just like a banana, I'll call it a banana French toast overnight oats. I don't know if BPN still sells this one, but I know they have a banana flavor. Highly recommend. A few videos ago, I talked about my results of my blood work, and unfortunately I had some not so great heart markers, so I've been trying really hard to focus on making sure that I'm taking my supplements, making sure that I'm getting a higher protein and higher fiber diet, both my LDL counts, and then also one other marker, which is known as like thick blood, came up in my results. So I've been really trying to focus on medicine through food first and then supplementing outside of that as well. And so I'm really curious when I go back in January or February to get my next year round to see kind of like where I'm at. But this recipe is really simple. Basically, I just do a half cup milk. We'll do 1 scoop of protein powder, a half cup of oats, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. I'll do half of a banana, and then a scoop of peanut butter on top, just 1 serving, and then vanilla extract because of course. And it is so good. It literally tastes like dessert for breakfast. It's great. At this step, I just stir them up and then add a little splash of vanilla, and then I'll put the peanut butter on top once it's all mixed up. For the overnight oats this week, I'm having a Mediterranean chicken salad. So it's lentils and, no, that one's not lentils. That one is quinoa and chickpeas with arugula, spinach, cucumber, a little bit of hummus, a little bit of feta, all the good things. Getting my spinach in, which I know I've talked in the past that I'm just like, when it comes to spinach, but we're doing our best. For dinner, I'm doing a really simple ground turkey Alfredo, like a little bit of Alfredo sauce on protein pasta. Hold on, this protein pasta that we found at Costco, it's called Brahmi pasta, and to be honest, does not taste like protein pasta. Like I went into it just kind of bracing myself, because you know when things are advertised as like protein, you're like, okay, it's gonna have a taste. It's not gonna taste like normal food, but it might be pretty good. No, this pasta literally just tastes like pasta. It is the greatest thing I've ever discovered. We literally keep it stocked in our pantry now because it's such a quick and easy way to get like a pretty healthy meal. And so that's what I'm having for dinner. So all in all, I'll put like my total macros up here of what I'm trying to hit every single day. Now that I'm back in the gym, I can eat a little bit more calories, and then as I'm allowed to add more and more cardio in, I'm cleared to do more cardio, then obviously I have to adjust my diet to accommodate for the extra movement. I'm gonna finish these guys up and put them in the fridge, but highly recommend these bad boys. I'll actually put the recipe right here. So if you want to screenshot this and make them yourself, please do. Lena, sit. Okay, Good girl. I will not be home for trick-or-treaters tonight, so I am on a quest for putting these treats outside. I think I'm gonna grab the table off the back porch and put it on the front, and then I have these like spider web type decorations that I think I'll just put over the table and then put these on top. Possibly I might bring down my globe that changes colors. I don't know. I need to get this table set up, and then I need to get myself ready for last minute Halloween plans, and it's gonna be a great night. I am putting together a very last minute Halloween costume because I did not think I would be participating in Halloween this year, and joke's on me, I totally am. So let me show you what I found in my closet, and I think it'll come together to be a good fortune teller outfit. I have this off the shoulder sweater situation, and honestly I haven't even worn this yet. I think I bought it last year, so we're gonna do that and maybe tuck it under so it's more of a crop top, which I feel like is more gypsy slash fortune teller. I got this at a clothing swap last year, have not been able to wear it yet, and I think it's gonna get cold enough tonight that I will utilize that bad boy. And then this I also got at a clothing swap. Honestly, it could be pirate, it could be fairy, and tonight it's going to be fortune teller. I've had this necklace since probably middle school. It's a staple. And then in college, I definitely did play gypsy slash fortune teller one year for Halloween. So thankfully, somehow I held on to this piece that goes on your head and then this one that goes on your hip. And I'll probably just do black boots with this. So that's the outfit for tonight. While I'm getting ready for the Halloween party, I wanted to share a little bit more about the injury and kind of how it happened, what's going on, how we worked through it, where I am now, because I feel like I've been kind of vague throughout this. Basically, about a year ago, I injured my mid back doing something as simple as a dead hang, and when I dropped off the bar, I landed wrong and I didn't realize how much damage that I did. I mean, it hurt. Like, it definitely hurt for a little while, but I just took time off from lifting and felt a little bit better. And I was like, okay, everything's fine. And then I increased my amount of working out, and that's really when things started to work up. What happened to be just a knee pain quickly, I was gonna say slowly developed, but honestly it was so fast how I went from training 6 or 7 times a week to absolutely zero movement, to the point where I had to either lay down or sit with my legs extended out in front of me with an ice pack or something on to help, because it just felt like my whole right side from my mid back all the way down to my foot was just doused in a bucket of icy hot. My nerves were just going absolutely insane. So I actually was really fortunate, and the stars just aligned basically that my specific PT, my doctor, was at a conference and they had a case that was basically exactly my case. There aren't many studies out there about this specific part of the spine, so they specifically specialize in the McKenzie method, which I am a firm believer in now because it has worked magic on me. But basically, I had an injury where the thoracic meets the lumbar spine, and then L1 and L2 in the lumbar spine. Our spine is very resilient, and I'm very thankful for that, but it has taken so much work. Basically, when I was injured, my body increased its pain tolerance, so I thought it was fine. And then a bunch of muscle started to build up and basically keep this poor shape in my spine in place and just build up muscle, build up muscle, build up muscle. So basically, we spent time just relaxing, helping everything chill out so we could assess things properly and start to break down all those muscles that grew up around the injury. As I shared before, I was doing modified cobras that turned into a 4-step PT routine, and then we had to back out of that because my pain got so severe that I really couldn't do anything. And now we're back to the modified cobras with a lot of pressure on that part of my spine specifically. I got really lucky because my doctor said even a lot of surgeons won't touch that part of the spine just because it's not really studied and no one really knows that much about it. So when I say I feel so grateful for Revive and my doctor there, I don't even know. Words just can't even describe. So basically that's what happened. It took me out like hardcore, but I'm really excited to be back in the gym. And then over time, probably in the next couple of months, I will get back into a jogging routine, and eventually, hopefully, we'll get into distance running again. But for now, it's a lot of lifting, a lot of PT, and yoga. I don't do makeup much, so I can't really multitask. I see girls online all the time doing like their makeup and speaking to the camera. I can't. So I'm gonna do my makeup, get this knocked out, and I'll show you guys the whole outfit when I'm done. All right, here is the finished makeup look. I ended up putting my hair up because I started getting really hot, and all of my hair down at once is just too much sometimes. So it is up and out of the way, and I'm filming at this event anyway, so I need it up and out of my face. But let me grab my tripod so I can show you the whole outfit. It is Saturday evening, and I am about to go downstairs and make a charcuterie board and call it a week. We did all of our grocery shopping today, all that fun jazz. It turned into a beautifully rainy and dreary fall afternoon. It just started to feel like fall in Texas this week. It literally went from 96 degrees to basically 40s overnight. Now it does still get up into the 70s during the day, which is super nice. But before I end this video, I just wanted to say, number one, it has been so fun to film my week again and be back on YouTube's and connect with all you people again. And secondly, I wanted to share just a little bit more behind the journey of how life redirects you when you least expect it. I was so gung-ho on getting into distance training and doing my first half marathon, and I was so in love with that idea that at first when I was injured, it was really frustrating, mentally very frustrating, obviously physically very frustrating, but I am the type of person who tends to see the silver lining, to see the glass half full, just because I don't see the point in the other side of that. If I get to choose how to respond to something, I'm likely going to attempt to choose the lighter side versus just being really frustrated and really sad and really angry. Don't get me wrong, I felt all those things, but this journey has connected me with so many people that tie back into my yoga practice, and it caught me pretty off guard. I got really into yoga about 2 years ago. My yoga journey started in college, and it kind of just blossomed from there, and I found so much deep healing through yoga, and I honestly kind of abandoned it. Anyways, I'm really excited to start sharing that part of my life with you all, start deepening my practice myself. I am actually in my meditation room right now, so even that aspect of the whole yoga culture, I think a lot of people focus on the physical practice, which is great, but there are many other branches of yoga that are beautiful and so healing. So yeah, I just wanted to share that sometimes when things feel like they're not right, or you're frustrated by them, or you don't understand why they're happening, usually there's a reason, and it's just a little redirection in life. So anyways, if you guys are still here, thank you so much for watching the whole video, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye!